world.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing great. For my guy Sam's sake, he said, "Hey, Tone, when you do your podcast, you got to introduce yourself. You just can't be sitting there playing with your mouse, have some side commentary." So I apologize, Sam. Thank you for the feedback. Welcome back, everybody, to Tony Tone's World Podcast, Super Contest Week number 2 for the 2025 season. I'm here with Cruz. We got lots to talk about. He did state that before we started, that he wanted to lead off with something, if you will. So the floor is yours, my man.
It wasn't really anything crazy. It was just a random question. Sometimes I like throwing random things out there just to mix it up a little bit. But, we're both sports fans. So, we both like baseball as well. So I'm curious.
Throwing me off here.
Right. Just a little bit. I told you it's a little different. And it stems from a conversation I was having with my son. And that's the reason why I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask him. But what would be your walk-up song in baseball? Like, what do you think your song would be in baseball? Would you go with something funny? Would you go with something to get you just in a mood of like, I'm going to go yard?
I'll give you 3 songs right off the bat.
Okay.
I'm going to go with It's Time for the Percolator.
Okay.
Right before the beat drops, it's time for the percolator. That. Second one would be Stevie Ray Vaughan. Shit, what's the fucking song name? Hold on, now you got me. Hold on, now I gotta think of Stevie Ray Vaughan. Not Texas Flood. What is it? It's my mom's song. Pride and Joy.
Okay.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's Time for the Percolator. And a rap song would be maybe like Crunk Nuck If You Buck.
Okay. I like it. We were joking, and so his song, I'll give you his song. His song is My Way by Fetty Wap.
Oh my God, dude. Tell him to look up My Way by Usher.
So, well, okay, come on. That's not, why would he have that as his song, as a walk-up song for baseball? That doesn't really fit. You know what I mean?
Some people, I like, honestly, when I'm at the gym sometimes, I like to listen to R&B, some slow jams, some country, because it's just a little mellow. It's just...
You got to remember, he's 15. He's 15, But I was laughing. I told him, I said, man, to me, I don't know why I thought a funny walk-up song would always be La Chona.
Yeah.
I'm sure
there's somebody that's done it.
Oh, 100%. Somebody like Kike Hernandez on the Dodgers, he has like those types of songs and things.
What's the Mexican dude that doesn't play in the MLB anymore because he beat his wife for the Dodgers?
Oh, Urias.
It's not funny that he did that, but
right. No, Urias is what you're talking about.
He never came back, right?
He's been suspended. He actually just came eligible to come back recently. And he hasn't been signed, but he might get signed.
Nah, he's gonna get the Addison Russell treatment. Addison Russell treatment was he got what was it, accused, or I don't know how it worked out, but apparently he beat his girlfriend or his wife at the time, and he never played again. I think he's in Japan playing now, and he was a stud shortstop for the Cubs.
I feel like baseball is people are more sensitive to those things than they are in football.
Yeah.
I think they're more forgiving to football players than they are baseball players. And maybe that's just the different types of fans. But yeah, I felt like people hold baseball players to a different standard than they do, football. No, maybe that's just me, but
I agree. And I wasn't ignoring you by looking down. I was looking at the standings for the Cubs. At one point in here, the Cubs were 5.5 games at back, I think. The closest I saw, maybe 4.5. I think it was 5.5. But now they're 6.5 back, so they're not. Their best chance to get into the playoffs is wild card, which looks like they are in the lead by 6 games. No, three.
My Dodgers have been shit in the bed lately. I
don't even know what their standings are.
I mean, our I don't know if you saw, but the other night, Yamamoto took a no-hitter into the bottom of the ninth, had 2 outs, and then he gave up a hit off the wall. And they were up by 3 runs. The Dodgers lost that game.
Damn.
They lost that game and gave up 4 runs on the bottom of the ninth. It should have been a no-hitter, and then they somehow managed to lose the game. That's just the state of the Dodgers right now. The crazy part is they're still in first place.
Dude, by 1.5 games. 1.5 games.
Yeah. But they're horrible right now. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games, and they keep playing the way they are right now. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs.
San Diego's on y'all ass.
San Diego's been there. They tied us, and then they started losing 2. And San Diego's like little brother. They'll always be right there, but they're just, they're just holding on to our belt loop.
Hold up. So if let's say San Diego takes over and wins the Western Division, you would then go into the wild card, and the Cubs have a better standing than the Dodgers.
Yeah.
But what's the playoff format? Isn't it like a buy-in game, or not a buy-in game, but a play-in game to go into
something like that? Yeah. And they take the top. Technically, the Cubs and the Dodgers would be, if that was the case, the Cubs and the Dodgers right now would be the top 2 teams. So that wouldn't be the case anyways. They wouldn't play.
Dude, the fact that you text me after the Bears loss, I can't imagine if the Bears keep losing, or the Cowboys lose, or the Bears lose to the Cowboys. I'm blocking you for a week. I don't want to talk to you. No, we're not even going to record. I'm going to be honest with you. We're not recording. I'm going to do a solo podcast. And then
you just jumped into that.
If the Dodgers fucking beat the Cubs in the playoffs, I ain't talking to you till spring training.
I mean, I already feel like you were gonna do that no matter what after week 3 when the Cowboys do beat the Bears. That you're 100% gonna ignore me, or I'm not gonna hear from you from like a week. So if you all don't see a podcast get sent out that week, or Tony does it solo, but yeah,
I might just say
what's gonna happen.
Cruz was unable to join this week.
I'm gonna have to go. You're gonna see me commenting on every single one of the things if he does do something like that. It's gonna be me in the comments.
I'm blocking you from all Insta. Everything. Yeah. Taking you off everything.
He's a lion stack of shit and go Cowboys type of deal in there or whatever.
Dude, I mean, let's just
you jumped into it. You jumped into it. Tell me how you're feeling right now, brother. Tell me how you're feeling.
Dude,
because you didn't want to talk last night. I understood. Let's.
I was in my emotions. I honestly put my phone away because I did not want to say nothing crazy to anybody that was texting me. I was playing softball. I was actually at my softball game, my first game, or my second game, and we were watching the Bears game while we were in the dugout. And I was just kind of glancing over, and Caleb Williams went for 10 for 10. The offense looked pretty good, in the second quarter. I didn't really get to watch until actually when I got home after halftime, like the full game. But from the bits and pieces between innings I was watching, it looked pretty good. And then all of a sudden, our offense died out, specifically in the third quarter when I started watching, we had no offense at all. We had very promising first quarter. I thought we came out well. We had a pick 6 even, fucking amazing. But for whatever reason, the same feeling I had when past Bears seasons where, the Urlacher days where you're excited to see the defense because, the offense ain't going to do shit. You're actually thinking that the defense actually going to score points versus your own offense, which is shitty. And so I kind of had the same feeling where we're just hopeless. What the fuck? You can't hit DJ Williams or DJ Moore at the corner right there, wide fucking open at the very end, wide open. He threw it out of bounds. In that whole sequence, he had 3 passes that were just bullshit passes. It's crazy. Between the first half QB and the second half QB, totally different people, totally different games. I don't know what the fuck happened. They just melted away. The defense was playing spectacular. I still would say they played pretty well throughout the whole game, but unfortunately your offense has to score points for them to to, be in a game. It's just like baseball or anything. Like you're not going to, well, maybe not baseball, but let's say rec league men's softball. You're not going to win a game on 2 runs. You got to score points. You got to be on the offensive side, just putting that pressure on them. And then when Cairo Santos goes up there and goes for a field goal and he fucking misses it. I mean, granted, believe that would have tied us the game or something like that, but then I don't know. It was sad. I was upset because they lost a winnable game, but I wasn't surprised because of the history of the Bears.
So in true nature of our friendship, as much as I want to be nice, I can't. I got to talk some shit, right? So this is how I pictured every single Bears fan last night. And for those who aren't watching on video, it's the crying face of Michael Jordan. This is you guys. This is every Bears fan last night, right? But okay, so here's what I saw, and I watched the entire game. And you're right, I saw 2 different Caleb Williams last night. But okay, so here's my opinion. I think that he's going to struggle initially from what I've seen in this new offense. And here's why. When he looked really good last night, what was he doing? He was scrambling. He was making throws on the run. He was playing Caleb Williams. He was playing on adrenaline. He was playing on first game, everything. Like, he wasn't running Ben Johnson's offense.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson's offense is built on a pocket passer and quick intermediate routes, precision passing. That's not necessarily, and obviously he can grow into this, but as of right now, that's not Caleb Williams' strengths. When he started playing within the offense and staying within the pocket, he looked uncomfortable. He made he had I want to say 5 or 6 incompletions in a row. And it wasn't like they were hard passes. They were bad incompletions. They were on him. He looked nervous in the pocket. He didn't look comfortable. He rushed some of his throws. He missed some reads. He missed a DJ Moore completely, where he probably should have had an easy touchdown pass to DJ Moore. Yeah. And he threw it to an out route, which he ended up throwing a bad ball to as well. I felt like he was trying to run the offense, but he was making bad reads and bad throws. And to me, it's because he just didn't look comfortable.
Yeah. I felt like 2 things. I felt like the run game was not there. I don't think they really had much of a run game like we're used to as Bears fans. We're a run heavy offense. Well, we were, although I'm not saying we should go back into that, because this league is all about points, and, they make the rules for the quarterbacks and things like that, as we've seen in different games this past week. But a lot of short plays. And then also in regards to like his red zone area, like he just wasn't making the right decisions on what he should be doing. I almost question if he can really read a defense. I mean, a lot of sports media in Chicago were talking about his defensive reads and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did a lot better than what he did last year. I feel like he did grow in the off season so far. I mean, just with the first half, I guess, but the second half is just kind of like 2 different quarterbacks. I just don't know where the fuck he went. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was crazy.
Yeah. I truly think he's not comfortable in the offense yet. And obviously that's going to take a little time, but it's understandable. But yeah, he definitely looked average at best. I mean, when he was running the offense the way he knows how and scrambling, and I mean, he made some great passes on the run. And it was like, honestly, at first, that first, the first touchdown
that he ran it in.
Oh, the first touchdown, he looked, that whole entire sequence, he looked great.
He didn't miss a pass.
Right. I mean, he had those defensive players on skates, right? Like he literally had defensive players on skates. I don't know how they missed him that many times. Like it looked wild to me. Like I didn't understand how he evaded some of those tackles, but he did. And, that looked great. And then once things kind of settled, it was like, here's the Bears I know. Like that's literally went through my head. Like, okay, here's the Bears I know. And it was, it was rough. A lot of it was rough. And yeah, Swift wasn't too great last night. And there was, I think in the third quarter, maybe it was I think it was the third quarter. We started getting some running lanes going, but then every time Caleb Williams threw the ball, it was an incompletion. So it just went nowhere. So no matter what Swift did in that, those downs, it didn't matter. And then I think there were some penalties that went against you guys as well, which hurt. But yeah, I don't know. That's going to be, that's interesting. Hopefully it's first week, for the sake of all the Bears fans that listen to this and your friends and you. Hopefully it was first week, I don't know, issues, and he'll get over some of that and they'll play better. But I was not the best.
Yeah. I think hopefully going forward next week, he can spread the ball a little bit more offensively. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. I know DJ Moore got hit up pretty badly. There, he got like on tabletop basically. It was pretty nasty towards the end of the game.
So it was a clean hit though. It wasn't a nasty hit, but it was clean.
Yeah. Well, who we play? We play the Lions next at the Lions. Lions didn't look great this past weekend, so I feel pretty good about that game, but we'll save that for later on. But yeah, I think overall, I wasn't surprised by the outcome. I was hoping for the best, obviously, but ultimately, it just kind of felt like it was 2024 again.
Yeah. Hey, well, the good news is it's week 1, right? It's week 1. That one's out the way. We got 16 more games, and, they can prove themselves all throughout that. So it's a long season, and one game doesn't make the season.
That's very true. Now, I don't have a background because I'm not going to switch my background. But if I had a background, I would have like a Bozo the Clown, full makeup, full costume for the Cowboys.
There you go. Here's Jerry Jones.
There you go. Exactly.
Hey, but you know what? That's not my team. The Broncos are my team. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I'm joking. I'm talking about because last week, remember I said the Broncos.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they so here's the thing, right? I'm not upset that the Cowboys lost. I'm obviously upset with the Cowboys lost, but the Cowboys to me didn't look bad. The Cowboys should have won that game.
Should have?
They should have won that game. CeeDee Lamb let every Cowboys fan down, including fantasy owners of CeeDee Lamb, because he dropped 2 or 3 passes that should have went for significant yards.
Yeah.
One that he literally go right through his fingertips. That was a touchdown. That right there is a signature CeeDee Lamb touchdown normally, and it went right through his fingertips. And he literally right through his fingertips were all the hopes and prayers of every Cowboys fan as well. So I guess what I'm saying is nobody even gave us a chance in that game, right? Because it was supposed to be the Eagles' home opener. It's the Eagles, championship banners and so on and so forth. Cowboys are going to suck ass, and we should have won that game.
Well, listen, I forget what happened in the beginning. What are your thoughts on the beginning when Jalen Carter is it Jalen Carter?
Jalen Carter.
That got kicked out.
Yeah.
So apparently he spit on Dak apparently. But I didn't realize that Dak spit in a different direction. Does that matter for you? How do you feel about that whole, do you think he should have been ejected?
Dak?
Yeah. No, Jalen Carter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He should have been ejected. Come on, that's downright disrespectful. You spit on somebody like that? No, you get ejected. It's always been the rule in the NFL is the second person to make, it's the second person to do something, even in a penalty, is always the one that gets caught.
Yeah.
It's always the fact. Jalen Carter, and he did it come on, it's like the game hasn't started. He did it in the spotlight.
Yeah.
They couldn't, there's no way they could have let that pass.
That's assault.
He had to be ejected.
That's assault, brother.
I mean, some will argue that Dak spit too, whether you can argue whether he did it directly at him or if he was legit just spitting. You know, who knows what the truth is? Regardless, I mean, I can make the argument that Dak knew what he was doing, spitting towards his direction, or he literally just was spitting and didn't think about it, right? That he antagonized it in a way or whatever. But
yeah,
I mean, it's just the way it goes. That's football. It's always the second person who gets caught.
Even without Jalen Carter, though. I mean, granted to what you just kind of spoke on, Dallas was scoreless the entire second half. So I mean, maybe they would have scored if they had CeeDee Lamb catch those balls, but I don't know. I think it was more of a showing that Eagles offensively wasn't there as far as the run game. I mean, I think you guys held Saquon down to about 60 yards or so. He had one touchdown for a 3-yard pass, but other than that, I mean, you guys had pretty solid defense on the run game. But I mean, Jalen Hurts ran the ball in twice. I mean, he's a great running quarterback. Yeah, and they run that tush push or whatever it's called.
God, I hate that play.
They run that pretty fucking well.
I hate that.
I think the Bears tried doing it and they didn't succeed.
Yeah, I hate that play. In all honesty, the thing that made the Eagles successful in that game, it was purely Jalen Hurts. Every time we put them in a 3rd and long situation or was pending we were about to get a stop, Jalen Hurts scrambled for some stupid amount of yardage and we just had no answer for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He got 2 touchdowns on us. It was a Jalen Hurts show. I will say with regards to our defense, that boy, Kenny Clark, that you were hating on, he's washed and this and that. If you pull the stats, the defense only, with Kenny Clark in the game, the run defense only gave up like an average of and I saw the stat and I can't say it off the top of my head, but it was some ridiculous number. It was like 1.5 yards per carry. Without him in there, they were giving up almost 6 yards per carry. So, obviously it's one game. It's different scenarios. That's going to change. But, one player can make a difference when it comes to, run defense, and a quality nose tackle can be that. Granted, that's just one game. Who knows what it'll end up being. But I like some of what I saw.
What do you think about Dak's game? He went 21 of 34 for 188 yards. He had no touchdowns, but granted, I think we both agree that CD should have had at least one.
Yeah, I mean, they both touchdowns for Javonte Williams was on the 1 yard line. And he got the touch. Obviously, that's easy, no brainer. You give it to your back, unless, of course, you're the Eagles and you do a tush push. But, so, that's is what it is. That's how it goes with, rushing touchdowns opposed to passing sometimes. And CD, 100% dropped 2 dime passes. They were there. I thought Dak looked like Dak. I thought he looked decent. I would have liked Dak to find opportunities to maybe scramble a little bit, and he didn't do that because I think there were opportunities that he didn't take that he could potentially open up the offense a little bit with doing that. And the 1 year Dak had an amazing season, he rushed the ball a lot more. He felt comfortable and he found those opportune moments, just like Jalen Hurts did to us, and ran the ball and made the difference. It just makes the defense more accountable for something. And that's what all the great quarterbacks in the league are doing right now.
So let me ask you. So for me as a Bears fan, I take this loss as a straight up loss. Like, it's like no way around it. We should have won that game. We just fell apart. So it's an L. In your perspective, do you think the Cowboys is a straight loss? Were you upset, or do you think of like a moral victory?
I'm moral victory, 100%.
All right. Well,
For me,
100%.
it's a moral victory.
100% moral victories do
should've
not
won.
win. Moral victories 100% do not win you Super Bowls. So just
You're
want to let you know
absolutely
that.
right.
Just
You're
want to let you know
absolutely
that.
right. Hey, but I'll take it. Either way, it gave me a positive outlook.
Okay. I'm happy that you got a positive. You're so optimistic.
I am. I'm optimistic, brother. I'm optimistic.
That's hilarious. All right. Let's go down the line here. Anything else you want to say about that game?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Surprisingly, we had a Kansas City LA Chargers game on Friday, which is kind of weird. I did enjoy it because I didn't have nothing planned on Friday. So being able to watch, a Friday night game, I wouldn't be opposed to it actually. If they kept that going, a Friday night game, that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either, but I'm willing to bet that it didn't get, because Friday's just one of the nights that.
Yeah, everybody's out. It's like the end of the
Right.
work week. Yeah. But
a long week, you want to go get a beer. You may not, you know what I mean? I just don't think.
But you know how they have those days where they do those double headers on Mondays? Like that's when they should do it, because those double header on Mondays, man. I mean, I'm in Central Time Zone, so I mean those double headers, they go until like 1:00 in the morning. Eastern Time. That's 2 a.m. over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, even here the game starts really early, typically, or something like, I don't know. Either way, I'm not a big fan of the double headers. I always miss one of them.
Yeah.
On Mondays. But that game was in Brazil. I don't know if you realized that, but it was in Brazil.
Yeah. They're pretty rowdy. I mean, I don't know if it was built in. I don't know if the NFL built in some speakers to put out a loud crowd, but I mean, it was pretty loud. It seemed like it was pretty loud.
It's
a lot
very
of Kansas,
possible.
a lot of Kansas fans, Kansas City fans, apparently.
I mean, they're won some Super Bowls. You got, Travis Kelce dating Swiftie. So it's like, come on. Of course, they're hyped up. They're people have seen them, heard about them. So I understand that. Probably smart on their half to put the Kansas City Chiefs out there because of that fact.
I was not expecting the Chargers to win that game.
I wasn't either, but it also didn't surprise me. The Chargers looked good. And honesty, I mean, the Chiefs have looked suspect for me for a little while.
Yeah.
And they lost Xavier Worthy early when Travis Kelce took him out.
That's because the Swiftie was mentioned him, remember, in that podcast or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but apparently she mentioned him and he had to take him out.
Yeah, he took him out, just wrecked his shoulder. Sadly, I'm hoping he's fine because I do have him in fantasy in one of my leagues, so that kind of hurt me. But that's just my own personal, like, what the hell?
Yeah. It looks like Justin Herbert pretty much gave the ball to everybody. I mean, he had 4 receivers over 50 yards, a running back that rushed over close to 50 yards. He had 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. Yeah. QBR rating of 88.9. He did pretty well. And then Patrick Mahomes he had 258 yards, but I mean, he only had 1 touchdown to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, they also had no run game. I mean, the highest runner on their team was
Isaiah Pacheco for 25 yards. Mahomes had more yards than him.
Right. So, that's always not a great sign. And then when you have your 2 best wide receivers not playing in Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy, that's also an issue too. So it changes up your offense. Obviously, that's going to play a factor. It was still a relatively close game, but hey, Chargers came out on top.
Yeah. Steelers and Jets.
That was a good game.
It was a great game. Honestly, if Justin Fields would have been playing like that with the Bears, he would have never left. I don't know what the fuck happened, but the guy was balling on Sunday.
He was
balling.
Yeah. He had a really great game. I think that the way that they're going to be running that offense, granted, the Steelers didn't look like, I mean, the Steelers are supposed to be a good defense, right? And they're supposed to be quality against the run, but that did not show.
Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season ever.
Yeah.
And you bring in a veteran quarterback like Rodgers. I think I said it last week. I didn't see the Steelers losing this game.
Oh, the Steelers won.
Yes, Steelers losing. I didn't see them losing this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I
Listen.
thought you were. Yeah. The way you said it is if
Oh,
they lost, so that's the reason why I was confused in how you said it. I mean, they almost lost this game. They literally it came down to that field goal from Boswell.
yeah, that is true. That is true. Actually, yes. Rodgers did look pretty good though. They both did.
Surprisingly, he did. He did. I feel like he got some crazy cortisone shots. So that way he wasn't feeling anything throughout the game.
Bro,
But
tell me Rodgers had, I don't know one season that he hasn't had an elite wide receiver. Besides Devontae Adams when he went down for that season ending injury a couple years back. But
yeah.
I mean, he regroups in the Steelers and he gets DK Metcalf. That guy's a fucking dog.
Yeah.
He's a beast, bro. He is a fucking beast. He went only for 83 yards, but still, we all know his potential. The guy's a fucking beast. I mean, yes, he's on his latter stage of his career, but he's still a fucking dog.
Yeah, no, he's definitely good.
They didn't have much of a run game either, though. The highest running back was Jaylen Warren for 37 yards. So they didn't have much there.
Jaylen Warren, I mean, it's his first year as the primary back. He didn't get a whole, I mean, he got some touches last year, but it's his first year as the primary back. And if I'm not mistaken, he's not like a big back. He's more of a shifty back. So, I think there's just going to be some ups and downs in their run game.
Dude, Rodgers unfortunately haunted us as Bears fans. We're up 3 quarters. The fourth quarter comes down 6 minutes to go, down 2 touchdowns. You're like, all right, well, I've seen this fucking story play out again, and he did.
Yeah, you saw it last night.
Yeah, exactly. He did it. I mean, he scored 17. He scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Jets scored only 6, but I mean, they didn't score anything in the third. So I mean, I don't know. I've seen that storyline play out again. I mean, for the Steelers having such a great defense, or supposedly, or going into the season, they did give up over 150 yards, or close to 160 yards in running, total. And then as far as Garrett Wilson, he went off almost 95 yards, 1 touchdown. I don't know. I think if Justin Fields can play the way he's been playing, or played this game, and how they like commanded the ball and offensively, I think they'll actually be pretty decent this year. They're not going to be a laughing stock like the Browns.
No, I agree. I think that they're definitely going to win more games than they did last year. I don't think they'll be a playoff team by any means, but I think that they're definitely going to give some people some issues, especially if they have any troubles against the run. Because Justin Fields, Breece Hall, they're gonna run the ball down your throat. It's gonna be
Justin Fields can run too.
Yeah,
I remember that he can run.
Absolutely, and he has wheels.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Atlanta, Tampa Bay.
Another great game.
I didn't really watch this one. I saw the highlights. See, on Sundays, I'm kind of mixed on what I'm doing. I either need to get another TV. I have a TV that can split 4 screens into one big TV, but it's like too small. I don't know. I got to figure something out. But essentially, I was watching Red Zone. I was like probably like, I don't know, 65, 70% of the time, 30% going into different games.
I stay watching Red Zone, and then I see other things on my phone or whatnot. But in that game, I told you a name before, and if you remember,
yeah,
Emeka Egbuka, he went off in that game.
Yeah, he did. 2
touchdowns in that game, I believe he had, and dude, he went off. It was another pretty close, fun, exciting game. Bucks were slow to start, but once they got going, they looked like the Bucks that we know.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the stat line. My God. Ad just started playing up my computer screen, scared the shit out of me. Sorry, hold on. I was trying to look at Mike Evans' stat line.
He had 5 receptions for 51 yards. So, a decent, okay game from him.
They had that rookie, right? Rookie scored a touchdown.
That's the one I'm talking about. Emeka Egbuka. He scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I see. I'm still catching on.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns there. He only had 4 catches, but 2 of them were for touchdowns.
What do you think about Michael Penix Jr.?
He didn't look bad.
Bijan Robinson's a dog.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a dog. We're missing. We need that. We need him on the Bears. We need
Yeah, I
a
mean,
nice, solid running back.
he didn't have a lot of rushing yards, but he's great out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Caught the ball. You know, he went for 100 yards receiving, led the team in receiving. So,
what do you think about Tampa Bay going forward? Do you trust Baker Mayfield?
you know, trust him as in like would I start him on fantasy or something, or trust him in how?
Like, do you think?
I think they're gonna have an okay season. I think for the simple fact of they're the better team in their division, they're probably gonna win the division, but it's not gonna be by any large means. I feel like they're like a 10-7 team.
Do you think Baker Mayfield is better than Aaron Rodgers at this point?
Honestly, I would put him equal.
Do you think he's better than Dak Prescott?
I'd say equal.
I have to ask just because I'm curious. Better than Caleb Williams? Is everybody equal in your eyes?
No. As of based on the play that we saw this week, yes, he's better than Caleb Williams. He played better. Can Caleb be better if he starts executing the offense? And I think he has the potential to be better. Yes, but as of right now, Baker looked better.
Okay. Well, from the record, I think he's better than Dak. I think he's better than Rodgers.
Oh, of course you do. You have to.
And I do think he's better than Caleb right now as well.
Oh, you think Baker is better? I thought you were talking about Caleb being better.
Yeah.
Got it.
No. I think, yeah.
I see. The thing for me is I hold them in the same category, right? Like they're going to go for 250 yards every week and they're going to throw 2 touchdowns. Like that's their minimum. They're going to have games where they're better. They're going to have games where they're worse. That's where, and they're not going to have many rushing yards. So that's what I mean when I say that they're in that same, like area of equalness where you can depend on them to have that stat line sort of every single week. That's just what you're going to get from them. It's a medium that you're going to get.
Yeah.
That's where I have them in my mind as equal.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's go to, let's see. As people may or may not know, we don't always talk about every single game because we just don't have any input, but this might be a game. Patriots and Raiders. Everything on there? I don't.
You know, it's going to be an interesting season for those teams. I was really curious to see how Ashton Genty would do, the rookie running back. He had an okay game. He had a bunch of catches a bunch of carries, but he just didn't do much with it.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers might be hurt. So that'll be interesting. Geno Smith somehow threw it for 362 yards. They only had 3.
He did the same shit last year. Don't you remember? He would go off. He'd just throw in Seattle, right? He was in Seattle. Mm-hmm. Just fucking throw the ball. No, he might have 3 interceptions, but he'll have 4 touchdowns.
He's
just gonna throw
like Jameis Winston.
Yeah, he's going for them crab legs. All right, let's skip that one. Panthers, Jags. I was kind of the only thing I was worried about here was Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
He did okay for me in my fantasy, but everything else I didn't really care for.
Yeah, it was a lackluster game. I think I kind of stopped watching because of the fact that it had that long intermission in it too.
Yeah, it was like an hour intermission.
I was a little curious how what's his name Hunter was going to be used too.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Hunter. So he had a few catches on offense, and we did see him out there on defense too. I don't think he did anything special. I did see him get burned on one play. But yeah, it just was Travis Etienne. I guess that's one thing. It's either the Carolina rushing defense is horrible, which has kind of been the case, or Travis Etienne looked amazing because he went for 143 yards on 16 carries.
What's his name? Travis Hunter?
Mm-hmm. He had 6 catches for 33 yards.
How many defensive plays did he play? Couple? Handful?
I don't know how many defensive plays he had. I don't know. He had 1 tackle, but yeah, he didn't do anything special.
That's still wild to me. You have to do it. You have to make that like a perfect like scenario. Like you have such a long offensive drive, you can't expect him to go directly into a defensive mode.
No, you're right. He's not going to be. So what I heard was he's going to be obviously full time on offense, but he's only going to be situational on defense and situational defenses. So he won't be, a full-time DB by any means.
Gotcha. All right. Bengals Browns. It's a pretty exciting game. I mean, it was kind of not many points, but it came down to the end. I know a lot of people that had Cincinnati in their survivor pool this past week, so I was kind of hoping for them to get upset, but they didn't. So, but yeah, I thought that the Bengals would cover the spread easily, which they did not. So,
I'm gonna be honest, this game was a dud to me. It was an absolute dud. The fact that the Bengals only put up 17 points on the Browns and Joe Burrow, I mean, number one pick in all of fantasy, pretty much across the board, Jamar Chase, that's 2 catches for 26 yards. Like, what?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow with 113 yards total. Get out of here. The complete dud out of the Bengals. Granted, they're a notorious team that starts slow. I think that they've lost their home openers in like 5 of the last 6 years. So that's just kind of, what you sadly like the Bengals MO. But I don't know. They should not be on the Browns level. Like, you know what I mean? Like they looked equal to the Browns last week, and that should not be the case.
Joe Flacco, for being over 40 years old, still had pretty impressive game, even though he did throw those 2 interceptions, pretty costly interceptions, but he's still 40 years old throwing that ball around that
Those
much.
Interceptions are the only reasons why they lost.
Yeah.
Because the Bengals didn't do anything with it. He doesn't throw those picks. They probably win that game.
Yeah. Well, hopefully for my fantasy football purposes, Joe Burrow steps it up, because I think my fantasy football team in our league only scored a little bit over 50 points, which is kind of pathetic. But I was playing with no kicker. So
no, you scored I think you scored more than that. I think you scored like 70 or 80.
Oh, okay. With no kicker.
Yeah.
All right. Giants, Washington Commanders. Man, the Giants suck.
Man, what did I tell you in the beginning of the season? What's the one team that don't have anything to look forward to? The Giants. The Giants are trash. Russell Wilson looked like a bum. Yeah. He's not going to, if he plays like that again, he's absolutely not going to be the starter. They're putting Jackson Dart in there, and he's going to play the rest of the year. Russell Wilson is going to be riding the bench, and yeah, they're not going to look back.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody needs to get Malik Neighbors that ball. Like, this guy needs the ball.
That's the only person you should have on that team as a fantasy football owner.
Malik Neighbors? Yeah.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors. What do you have? Like 21 targets or so? I'm switching over here.
12 targets. 12 targets.
I'm dyslexic.
Tyrone Tracy, the running back, is decent. Granted, he's not a number 1 starter or anything like that, but he's a decent back. On the other side, though, the rookie, Ja'Cory Merritt, he handled the primary load for the Commanders, and he looked good.
Dude, I still remember when I was drafting him. I'm only in 2 leagues. The other league that I'm in, I had thought about drafting him, and I didn't. I don't remember who I picked up, but it wasn't him. But yeah. Damn, I regret that, because he did get a heavy workload there.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. He's not always going to be that good. I think that's a case of the Giants aren't that great either. Austin Eckler is still going to play a very key role in that offense. He's the vet in that offense. He's still great. He has great hands. He's going to catch a bunch of balls out of the backfield, which Ja'Cory caught none. Austin Eckler caught them all. So, there's going to be ups and downs to his game in that offense. He's not going to take over by any means, but he could be a quality flex player on any team, especially doing that with his rushing. So,
yeah. Colts, Miami. Who knew Daniel Jones had it in him?
Daniel Jones went off, man.
That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I wasn't either, but I heard some crazy stat that Daniel Jones is the first player that, like, nobody's ever done it, to score on every drive that they touched the ball. Every drive.
Damn.
There's never been a quarterback that's done it, and he did it. Because, typically there's even, like, where they kneel to run out the clock. Like, he didn't have any of those situations.
That's crazy.
And, yeah, I mean, granted, Miami looked god awful.
Even like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady being in the league.
Same.
That's crazy.
They've never done it. And again, this isn't my stat. That's a stat that I heard. So
that's whatever. Yeah. It's facts. In Tony Tone's world, it's facts.
Either way, the Colts looked like they look great.
Yeah. And Tyreek Hill, I mean, he only had 6 targets for 40 yards, but Tua, just like Joe Burrow, he didn't do much. 114 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Devon Achane, 7 carries for 55 yards. There was no offense there, really.
It's chain, by the way.
Chain, whatever.
Chain.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean they played a great game. So this is something I actually want to. It's something I read today. It was kind of interesting. The owner of there's a new owner for the Colts, an owner or team CEO or whatever it may be. But I saw an article that she was down on the field, and she had them give her a headset so she can listen to each and every play that's called in by the offense. You know, she basically was saying that we as owners and CEOs pay these coaches and these people and we want to hold them accountable too. That, you know, we can't just always blame it on these players that they're not executing. Well, what if the mistakes are actually on the coaches? What if they're on, you know, on GMs or whoever, whatever? She wants to be involved and hear, you know, what's actually happening in those headsets and the discussions. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, props to her. Cause you know what? I mean, granted, that's not going to fly with a lot of coaches, but especially the old school coaches, but it's just interesting to hear that like, she's getting her hands dirty.
I mean, if you're, I like that. I like that idea of listening in. I mean, if you're a coach on a sideline, why not? I mean, if she has no input or anything, she just wants to listen. All you're listening to is fans going crazy and, you know, sideline talk. You know, you want to be in the game, knowing what's happening, the plays are being called. Shit, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Shit, me too. I mean, it'd be sign me up. Put that on stream.
Hey, right?
Yeah, I mean, they would never do it because they just give everybody's, you know, playbook up, but that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting to see, you know, it's she's a little, I'm not going to say younger, but I mean, younger than obviously some of these owners who are on their deathbeds, like Jerry Jones and Arthur Blank and the guy that owns the Patriots.
The McCaskies. What's her name?
Yeah. Like a lot of these owners are just literally just
collecting a paycheck. They're just doing it for the wealth, brother.
Just so old school and whatnot. So it's interesting to see that different mindset from a somewhat younger owner.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool little thing to throw out there. It's an interesting read when I read it.
Cardinals Saints.
The game was a dud. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. looked good, but.
Do you remember his dad playing for the Colts?
He's a beast.
He was a beast.
I hated going up against him and fucking Peyton Manning. I literally hated seeing them.
Dude, shout out to my cousin for being a diehard Saints fan. Sorry, Drew. They just suck, and they're not going to win a game this year.
Sadly, that might be the case, man. They looked bad.
All right, let's get to it. Your second team in the NFL, because you gave me so much shit when we started this years ago about having second teams and all this bullshit. But here you go. Cruz, the Denver Broncos superfan. Give it to me. What is it? Pause. No, that was way crazy. But yeah.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think that the Broncos didn't look great. I think Bro Nix had an okay game, but he threw
2 interceptions.
An ugly pick. Yeah, he threw an ugly pick. He, I think, fumbled the ball at 1.2.
Yeah.
Like, that game shouldn't even been that close. I remember we talked and you were, like, worried about it because you had them in your survivor pool.
Yeah, I picked. That was my Broncos. My Broncos was my survivor pool pick.
Yeah. They didn't look great by any means. They'll get better. But, I mean, the main reason why they won that game is because their defense kind of held the Tennessee Titans to not so great of a game. Their wide receivers on the Titans looked lost in some instances.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they were doing. I mean, their top wide receiver is Tony Pollard with 29 yards, and he had one catch. Like what? Like come on! It's just they had a complete dud.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think it was the best game for Bo Nix, for sure. I mean, it only scored one touchdown, one rushing touchdown, but other than that, it was field goals to put them at 20. I didn't mention my survivor pool. Are you in a survivor pool this year?
I'm not. I didn't. I usually I join the one with you, but I
Yeah.
think I lost in like the second week on that, and I was just like, man, nothing pisses me off more than doing because it's just a complete.
Well, I'll give you an open invite right now. If you want to split the tab, we'll both pick a team going forward.
Oh, for your survivor?
Yeah, we can't use the Broncos.
I'm down. I'm
All right.
sure. Why not? Why
Okay.
not?
All right. 49ers Seahawks, not a great game. What happened? Brock Purdy got injured, right? And
Brock
Kittle?
Purdy got injured. Kittle got injured. Yeah, they got beat up. They got beat up. But like the Seahawks just came in like, if we're not going to win this game, we're just going to knock every single one of these guys out. And Kittle's going to be out for several weeks.
6 weeks, I think, or something like that. He's on the IR, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, so it's minimum 4 weeks if you go
4
on the
weeks.
IR, but he could be longer, I'm sure.
I swear to God, I know football. I promise you.
And they might have said 6 weeks. I just know IR is a minimum of 4.
Oh, gotcha. I thought I saw 6, but I could be wrong too. I don't know. Christian McCaffrey, he was supposedly a game time decision, ended up playing, went off for 69 yards. No touchdowns, but I was kind of hoping he was injured because I do have Brian Robinson Jr. in my fantasy, but I got the handcuff. But no, other than that, hopefully, they can do without Kittle for right now. Yeah. Sam Darnold, not impressive.
No,
didn't really do much.
Yeah, they didn't look good. I was kind of surprised by Kenneth Walker,
Jackson Smith, Njigba.
And Njigba.
He's a dog too. He kind of reminds me of DK Metcalf, a younger DK Metcalf. Or who's the other receiver they used to have? Is he still on the team? Who's the other receiver?
You're talking about
Torrey,
oh my gosh,
not Torrey Smith.
No. It was started with the L, right? It started with the. He's gone now. Either way, he's gone now. But and Jigba's great. He's a very good wide receiver. He's gonna have a good season. He's gonna be the focal point of that offense, 100%.
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, that's why I said it started with L. I just can't remember what the name was.
Yeah, I had to figure it out. It's gonna bug me. Tyler Lockett.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler Lockett to me was more of a deep threat. He reminded me of Deshaun Jackson. Like Deshaun Jackson, Tyler Lockett were both the same type of wide receiver to me. They're really deep threats because they're fast and they just burn people. But Njigba is funny to me is like Cooper Kupp's on the team, but he's obviously a better Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is better than Tyler Lockett?
No, and Njigba is a better Cooper Kupp. Like
gotcha. Okay.
He reminds me of that type of, or even like Puka Nacua type of. He's like just a really quick, fast. He's good. I like.
There's some crazy names.
Yeah,
Puka Nacua was. Yeah.
You got for San Francisco, Ricky Pearsall. He was their number one. He had a pretty good game.
All right, Texans and Rams. Man,
that game was a dud.
Dud, yeah. Matthew Stafford played. What was the stat? I don't remember. I probably shouldn't even brought that up. There was a stat somewhere. I did remember hearing a stat, but I don't remember what it was. That's hilarious.
CJ Stroud didn't look good. They didn't really have much of a running game. Yeah, it's they looked a little off over there. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was the Rams had a good defense or if they just had a good game. But yeah, Puka Nacua had a great game. 10 catches for 130 yards.
So
And
I've been looking at my PC because I've been taking notes throughout the week and stuff. Like, so I'm doing better preparation for this season, right? Instead of just going off straight off my head. But this is funny. In my notes, I have it on my PC, but I also have my phone. This is literally what it says. I don't know what it means. Well, I could do, but this is all it says. And apparently, I was supposed to remember something from this, and I don't. It says Williams, running back for the Rams, scored on 4th and goal to go up 7-6 before half. I know there's something else to it, but I don't know what it was. But whatever. Just so you know, he scored that touchdown right before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, he did score the touchdown right before the half. It was.
There's not much else you could talk about that. I don't know. I don't remember why I wrote that down.
It was just an okay game. It wasn't anything special, and Texans need to figure it out over there, though. But the next game, the Ravens and the Bills.
Wait. Okay,
hold on. Okay.
Hold on, wait. We got one more. Lions, Packers. What are your thoughts? Michael Parsons debuted. He got
a sack. He looked okay. He didn't play a significant part in the defense.
I think he only played like 75 or 80% of the snaps. I mean, it's still a lot, but
yeah. I mean, actually, I think it was less than that. If I'm not mistaken, it was less than that.
Oh, really? Well, in my world, it was 75 to 80.
The Lions offense looked suspect.
Struggling.
They looked suspect. So it's obviously a new offense for them. There's going to be some growing pains, but yeah, it looked suspect. They had no running game, which is very interesting.
Jared Goff looked lost.
Yeah.
He looked lost. I don't know. He didn't seem the same Jared Goff under Ben Johnson that he looked in this game. Amon St. Brown, he only had 6 targets for 4 receptions for 45 yards. At any moment in time, we were all kind of wondering when he was going to go off, get a long touchdown or something, but it never happened. David Montgomery, the running game was not there.
The primary back is Jahmyr Gibbs, not David Montgomery, but
yeah,
neither one got any yards. They couldn't run the ball.
No. I mean, Gibbs had 9 carries for 19 yards. His longest run was for 14 yards. So, I mean, that's crazy.
He was either losing yards or getting 1 yard at a time on the runs. Yeah, it was bad.
Green Bay, though, however, I mean, they only had 180 yards. Josh Jacobs had 66 yards for running touchdown. They didn't. I mean, they won outright for sure. But I'm more as a Bears fan. I don't want to play. I'm glad we're playing the Lions first than the Green Bay because Lions are.
Yeah, I mean, Green Bay didn't do anything special. Green Bay didn't do anything special in that game, but the Lions looked bad. So yeah, you guys just better hope that they don't figure it out against you guys because. They did not look good.
No, they're not going to exploit us. They're not going to get to us. We're going to run through them. All right. I think the last one Ravens and Bills. What a fucking game.
Dude, this was so in sports, how they say there's levels to this shit?
Yeah.
There's fucking levels to this shit. And those two teams just put on a show and showed the entire league, literally, there's levels to this shit. And if you aren't on ours, you are not going to win the Super Bowl because they went at each other and basically told everybody, get on our level because we're going to be in the end game, right? Like they're going to be in the AFC Championship against each other, guaranteed, like the way that they were playing last night. Like that was a game and a half.
Yeah. The comeback at the end was crazy for them to come back and win it. I mean, whose defense do you think is in worse whose defense is more suspect, the Ravens or the Bills?
I'm going to be honest. It's one of those games to me, like, I'm not going to say that either defense is suspect. I just think that those offenses are that much better.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's how I truly feel, that those offenses are just that much better than the best defense can be. Right? I truly do. I think that there was times where the both quarterbacks, like they had ability to stop them, but they just make plays. They know how to make plays, and they did it time and time again on both sides. And, I mean, that literally could be the game of the season so far. Or, I mean, for the rest of the season, it was that good.
It was the highest scoring game the whole week.
Yeah, hands down.
It's crazy.
It's.
What do you think about Lamar Jackson and getting into that shoving match?
Oh, with the fan?
Yeah.
I mean, the fan's an idiot. Like, what are you doing? You hit him on the head.
He got banned for the entire, I think,
yeah,
lifetime.
I saw that. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Don't, like, come on. Be smarter than that. But yeah, man, that was a great game to watch. I mean, there's just so many things to highlight in this game. Derrick Henry, 169 yards. Keon Coleman went off with 112 yards in receiving. Zay Flowers had a good game. Josh Allen obviously had a good game. Yeah, he probably had a better game than Lamar, throwing wise, but Lamar had a great game running the ball. It's like in every aspect in their offenses, they all played great. And I mean, that game was amazing.
Dude, Derrick Henry still has it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that guy almost had 200 yards himself.
Yeah.
Or,
I will say that's probably
no, he didn't.
That's probably the only red flag that I would say, and granted, it's Derrick Henry.
Right.
But the Bills rushing defense, they need to figure it out.
Well, they gave over what 240 yards of rushing in total.
Yeah, that's a red flag for sure,
dude.
But again, it's the caveat. It's Derrick Henry.
Did you see that DeAndre Hopkins catch? That one-handed catch that he got in the touchdown in the end zone?
Oh, dude, that was
nasty. That's how I do it. That's how I do it in the Turkey Bowl. It's like,
yeah, okay, with your little
just like that.
Freaking, what's that guy from Scary Movie? The one with the little tiny hands.
Oh, that's my strong hand.
You're gonna talk with your strong. You
my
caught
strong
the ball
hand.
Strong hand.
My strong hand. The butler. That's funny. But yeah, no, that was a great game. It was a great game to end up that Sunday night for sure. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the 3:00 games for us, they're not as exciting. Sometimes I don't know. It's tough, but it's nice to see like the Sunday night game to have that finish at the end. I mean, it was fucking nail biting at the end. It was crazy. Yeah. And then Prater, did you hear about Matt Prater? How the whole team thought he was a coach when he got.
Wait, really? No, I didn't hear that.
So I guess apparently Matt Prater flew in on Friday to join the team, and a lot of like the younger guys thought he was like a coach the entire time.
That's hilarious.
And then come to find out, he comes in and hits like a 25-yard field goal to win the whole game.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Prater still got it, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
I didn't know the whole coaching part. I didn't know he had a like long flight and layover, and it was only a few nights beforehand. But yeah, this Tyler Bass is out hurt.
Let's see. So, anything else you want to talk about before we go into next week?
Well, how'd our picks go?
Oh, let's talk about it. Oh man, I just saw it for the first time, so I try not to look at them.
I know we didn't do too great. I know we lost at least 2.
Well, we got 2 right.
Okay.
So let's see what we get right. We got the Eagles wrong.
Yep, I knew that.
The Commanders won.
Yep.
Bengals didn't cover.
Bengals didn't cover.
49ers won. Texans, that was your pick, lost.
I like how you call out my pick, but you didn't call out your pick against the Cowboys, and that lost too, dickhead.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. All right. So let's go into this week 2. I think, I don't know. We kind of foreshadowed it last week. We were like, are we taking all favorites? And we both said yes, and we didn't really like that, but we still went with it. So I think I'm going to go for I don't know. I just got whatever I'm thinking. I'm going to do the opposite. Just think they're going to cover or something. I don't know. I feel like
I went with chalk on the Houston Texans, and that didn't work out. I mean, not chalk, but
that's true. That is true.
And that one didn't work out for us. So,
all right, let's go.
Shot in the dark and missed.
Let's go. Commanders against Packers at Packers. Packers -3.5. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that game right this second.
Yeah, I'm a little tossed. I'm a little torn too on that one.
And part of this super contest, we don't really look at betting odds and things like that. I mean, I could definitely do that, but
We
who
go based
cares?
on our own opinions
Yep.
and the spreads that we see.
Browns and Ravens. Ravens minus 11. It's a lot of points, but the way the Ravens just put up 40 something against the Bills, nowhere near what Browns can do. So I almost like that minus 11.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't mind looking at some of the other games.
Yeah. Jags against Bengals. Bengals minus 3.5. Another game I don't really want.
My heart tells me the Bengals should absolutely win by 3.5, but I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't look bad, but again, it was against the Panthers, so
Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys minus 6.
we're taking that, baby.
Okay, you taking that? I don't know about me.
No, I'm telling you, the Cowboys are taking that. They're covering that.
Okay,
6.
okay. Bears at
Easy,
Lions.
easy money.
Lions minus 5.5. I'm taking Bears plus 5.5. Go Bears. I know you probably feel the opposite. You don't think they can cover?
I don't know.
Just put the hate aside.
If I'm putting the hate aside, no, it's not. It's not hate. I honestly just think the Lions are. I still have the Lions better.
Okay.
Until the Bears prove it to me, the Lions are still a better team. Yes, the Lions looked bad last week, but they're still, on paper, a better team right now.
Okay. Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins minus 1. Man, these
I
are
do
tough.
not like the Dolphins.
I don't like the Patriots either. Rams at Titans. Rams minus 6.
I'm pretty comfortable with the Rams there. The Titans, they don't look great so far to me.
Okay. Seahawks at Steelers. Steelers minus 3. I'm taking the Steelers all day.
I agree.
Okay. Let's plug that one away right now. 49ers at Saints. 49ers minus 4.5. So is Brock Purdy playing?
I'm not touching it. Don't know about Brock Purdy. Don't know. There's too many variables there, regardless of the fact that they're playing the Saints.
Okay. Bills at Jets. Bills minus 6.5.
I mean, we just talked about the rushing defense and being suspect for the Bills, and the Jets run the ball, but I still think the Bills win this game.
Yeah. Panthers at Cardinals. Cardinals minus 6.5.
Interesting game. My heart tells me to take the Panthers, but
I was thinking the same exact thing. I think it's going to be a closer game than 6.5.
I agree. I think it's going to come down to a field goal.
Okay, let's take the Panthers. Wow, we're taking the Panthers on the bet. What the fuck? Broncos at Colts. Broncos minus 2. Man, I don't know if you can go against Daniel Jones at this second.
I mean, the fact that they're favored is interesting as the last game, because the Broncos looked, not great, and the Colts looked, great. And it's interesting.
I would probably say Colts plus 2 in this.
I don't know. I think there's better bets. I'm going to stay away from it.
Okay. Eagles at Chiefs. Eagles minus 1.
Here, honestly, I like the Eagles.
I like that's tough. It's home game, Kansas City. I don't know, it's a tough field to play in,
They're probably going to be without Xavier Worthy still. The Eagles, to me, have a better run defense than the Chargers do. They have a better offense. They're going to get going. AJ Brown and it's the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident on that the Eagles will win that.
Falcons at Vikings. Vikings minus 4.5. I almost want to take the Falcons in this one.
That's just the Bears fan in you and
Maybe.
being mad at the Vikings. I don't know. I don't know. That's a toss up for me.
Bucks at Texans. Texans -3. I don't think I like a bunch of dogs this week. I like the Bucks +3.
I kind of, I kind of feel the same way, but I'm not.
See, here's a doubleheader Monday night.
Yeah.
Chargers at Raiders. Although I probably wouldn't watch this game if it was on a Friday either, but Chargers -3.5.
Chargers look good. The Raiders look okay. I think I would take the Bucks if I was going to take a game over this one.
Okay. Take the Bucks with you. All right, so we got Steelers -3, Panthers +6.5, Bucks +3. All right, I'll let you do the honors. Again, we agree on 3, and then we get to choose our own 2. The other person can kind of try to talk us out of it, but usually doesn't work.
I mean, I'm taking the Eagles. I said already. I'm pretty confident that they win that game. That's just
okay. Eagles -1 against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they have it at even, and I think it's only even because of the fact that it's a home game. But yeah, I think the Eagles go in and handle business.
All right, I think I'm gonna take the Giants plus. No, just wait. I'm just messing with you. I do. For the record, I do think Cowboys will win. I don't know if it's gonna be by a touchdown, but I do think they'll win. My head. I'm leaning towards the Ravens, but that's a lot of points. But again, it's the Browns. They kind of suck. Don't really want to touch the Bengals game. Don't want to touch the Cowboys game. My heart wants to go with the +5.5 for the Lions. But then I don't want to say I don't want to hear you saying I told you so, some bullshit like that. So, Dolphins, Patriots don't want. Rams, Titans don't want. 49ers, Saints.
You don't like. I'm just throwing it out there. You don't like the Rams versus the Titans. The Titans just got beat by a Denver Broncos team who look not great. They only put up measly amount of yards on that. Stafford, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, like they don't have the defense to stop them.
No. But a good try.
Okay. To me, that's a no-brainer. That should be a pick.
Broncos, Colts. I'm leaning towards Colts.
The fact you want to take that toss-up game over the Rams over
no, I feel more. I feel more.
Crazy.
I feel more confident about the Ravens than I do either of those two so far.
Well, then take the Ravens, but do not take. There's no way you can take.
Don't say no way, and don't. I'm gonna just do it now.
The Colts over the Broncos, over the Rams, over the Titans. Like that's wild to me.
Falcons, Vikings. Fuck the Vikings. And fuck that second Monday night game. So I'm going with the Ravens -11.
Okay.
All right. So we have Steelers -3, Panthers +6.5, Bucks +3, Eagles -1, and Ravens -11. We'll watch the odds as they go. If points are favored, and then we'll change our pick to that updated line and go from there. And then let's talk about real quick, since now that you are my partner in this survivor pool.
Oh, I forgot we got to do that now too.
What are you liking for this week? Well, I mean, guess we can kind of go off the spreads here. I mean, it's kind of tough because you don't want to use like the most. You do and you don't. You want to use, a lock, if you will, for the week, but you don't want to use that lock if, you're going to need it later on in the year. However, you need to get to the next week.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go too crazy about this. So that being said, I mean, obviously the Ravens are a lock. They got the biggest spread right now.
But they're a good team, right? Like you can save a good team to beat another good team, like when it comes down to it in some of those suspect weeks. So I think you save your good team sometimes.
But honestly, I mean, other than that game and maybe the Bills game. I think this next one is like the Panthers, or not Panthers, I'm sorry, Steelers. Who else do you feel that comfortable to use a pick on?
Me, personally?
Don't say the Cowboys. Please don't say the Cowboys.
I'd contemplated saying that one, but I didn't think you would want to. But I mean, I already said in the beginning, I'm pretty confident that the Rams beat the Titans. I'm pretty confident that Cowboys beat the Giants. I'm pretty confident that and I'm pretty confident the Bills beat the Jets. I'm pretty confident the Steelers beat the Seahawks after what we just saw.
The Bills against the Jets and then Seahawks. You said the Seahawks. Steelers against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Steelers beat the Seahawks in that one.
Yeah.
That's just me. I mean, those are the four that to me, if Brock Purdy plays, I think that the Niners beat the Saints. So I think we can
kind of wait off on that. Yeah.
Yeah. If that's one that you feel comfortable with too, we could probably hold off and make sure Purdy's going to play.
Yeah. Let's make a pick right now for the podcast. Let's say it's between this. I mean, just to win upright, not to cover the spread, just to win upright. I feel confident with the Rams as well. But then I also like the Bills. No, damn it. I'm sorry. Steelers. I like the Steelers. I think that line is low, -3.
So here's the thing. When I look at survivor pools, I look at the ones I'm most comfortable with and who I'm more comfortable with not having down the line and risking them having a worse matchup. And I have to pick them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm comfortable with the Bills against pretty much almost every single team in the league except for a few. Right. Yeah, the Rams, not as much. The Steelers, not as much. So I'm comfortable saving the Bills. The Niners and Steelers and Rams, I kind of, I put them in the same boat in a sense. So any one of those you take this week is probably, I think the Rams versus Titans is a no-brainer, in my opinion.
Okay. I feel comfortable that they're going to win. I just don't know if it's going to be by 6. I think I don't know. Hopefully it's a blowout, but okay. I'll choose the Rams. We'll keep an eye out on that Brock Purdy.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. I think that's it. Anything else you want to go? You want to send off the fans too? You want to say, you have any parting words, if you will?
Yeah, I just want to let the fans know that.
You know what's funny is in the post edit, I'm just going to bleep out everything you just said. On that note, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Later.
The Tony Tones world.